everyone, Lisa here. If you go to sleep at night and you feel like you've done something, more than likely you have. We consider this that you work for the army of the Lord, or the bad guys. Either way, I'm speaking to you. These theorems are based on Dolores Cannon's work, reading my Bible, and my own personal experiences. Now, when I talk about dreamtime stuff, awakening takes layers and time, and as you go through it and you do the meditation, and when you get beyond your thoughts racing and you've got quietude, and then you start seeing things in the third eye, you're there in the dream time. So now, I got some interesting messages. I have a few card messages, and I have some ramblings to say about my aggressor and some of their tactics. But I did write a soliloquy. I'm going to put it up today. It's Friday, so it's a Friday night soliloquy. Tomorrow I work, and I'll probably just be really tired to do anything. Anyway, this came out of nowhere this morning. I was out with my daughter today and had a lovely day, so they did come in and do dust cameras, right? Did they steal this soliloquy? Because sometimes they come in and steal my content, right? So they can say, oh, she didn't think of it. I did it first. We had that whole issue with Harp. Anyway, I got a story to tell about that at the end, and some card pulls, and then some information on the moons coming up. Today is what? Today is the... Today is the first quarter moon. Last quarter. Today is the last quarter moon. Which something happens for us today. Be open to receive today at the first quarter moon. Arcturian energy. First quarter moon card is right there, but I forgot to pick it up. We're going to have... from my understanding from the Arcturians, they're like kind of telling me they're going to open some love portals. There's been a very difficult connection between divine masculines and divine feminines. And that's been done on purpose. And it's not just to, me and my little segment. It's out there in the world. There's other people who need to hook up and who've been having a hell of a hard time. Anyway, the Arcturians are here to help with that. They're telling us to be open to receive. Especially to those of us who dream and work in the dream. The love portal is opening up, and they're telling you, dare to dance, okay? I'm not really sure what this card really means, but they came out. So be open to receive and dare to dance. The Arcturians are here to open love portals, okay? I felt like that was important to give right at the beginning here. But we're going to do the soliloquy. It's called Riders of the Storms. Not the same as the Van Morrison song, okay? Or what? The Doors. Hopefully I get this right. I only read it through once or twice. Part of it. We'll see. Broken our wings might be, belittled by those who watch TV. Programmed are they. They hold us at bay, beset by storms not of our own making, designed to make us impoverished in heart or hope, of mind, of lack. They say we deserve it. Our cards are not stacked right, not of a full deck, and they have the money and the time to stack the deck in favor or not, even for you. Rip off their wings, hold them back, beset them with a way altered stack. Like a merry-go-round, Again and again, the story repeats over and over and over again, beyond the scope of infinity. Yet a day comes when it all stands still. An open ray, transformation, a communication long ago remembered by a cosmic occurrence or a ray of light, being born again to love and light. Whatever that moment was that came to you, it was a moment when everything stood still for me. I was supposed to stay single and solo till the day and time was right to meet you. For our worlds greatly differ, and we are divided by time. I didn't. Deep-seated regret, life, lust, desire, all things we've all wrestled with. I am so sorry. The day you were born was the day it all stood still for me. I wish I had been educated to have explored within myself that day to see why, just why it all stood still. Because it wasn't too late at that time. I am so sorry. Is that why I'm always seeing the card of regret? The Five of Cups? And it makes me feel undone every time? What is it like for you, dream lover? Have you ever had the moment of when time stands still? Ever mourning, the ever hoping. She's been programmed. No way this can be. The heart, it breaks. Yet the spark, the light, the hope, the ray ever lingers. Never lose hope, whomever you are. Wherever you are, we are all entangled, and it's proven in our blood. I've never met you, yet I love you more than words can say. I understand now. I think all the hurdles, the fight, the storm we've both been through, a battle with hell, the real hell. Last night was a good one. Now I wait for the hell to break loose. It seems it always does after moments of passion and love. I look forward to making this the happiest day I can, and I know when they pinch my private parts, I am winning. I am the winner. No longer fighting the greeting card hustlers, altering the decks of life, they being totally busted down by an original paper forensic who handles the strife eloquently. She walks and works with post-consumer product on many levels. I still love you all, even though a lot of you won't know what that means. Others want what we seem to be or have, we riders of the storms. Dragons are we. A heavy price all of us have paid. We cannot even adjust to the understanding of the gross envy and sordid greed. Please, Lord, when it reaches me, keep me level and on solid ground. My wings are healing, almost all regrown. A work in progress. That's what I be. That is what we be, we riders of social storms. Make art, do, and be. Mad lions, riders of the times, a conspiracy of social norms. And that's the end of my soliloquy today. So today is the last quarter moon. The new moon is April 17th, and the first quarter moon will be April 24th. Just a word of note there, because these people Whether they've been busted down, whether they go to jail, no matter what they do, they're still going to attack and do stupid things. Just know this to be true. And this court trial is so involved that as it, parts of it and other parts will start, and it seems to that it's going to go on and on and on. Anyway, here's some of the messages that came through today. First one was the Arcturians be open to receive today, okay? This January, Steve Porter followed the false high priestess up here to Montana. I hope you weren't following me. Were they following me? I say no. Sergeant Michael of the Silver Shoes has talked to 3 ilkish people down in the South. He's been questioning 3 people of the ilk in the South. I'll be right. Oops, excuse me, sorry. I have to get the other cards. Oh, we don't want to show that message. But they do want you to see this one. I was told out there by my guys that there's a bunch of people who really enjoy the alchemy cards. You guys say there's people who love these alchemy cards because it's very clear. So this is what came out today. I'm going to put it kind of in the order. Mars and Mercury. Then there was the gold dragon and Neptune. Then on the next line, right under Mars, was fire, which made me laugh. Underneath Mercury came coffee, please. And underneath the golden dragon and the Neptune came out our little leprechaun-ish, UK-ish, Irish-ish, luckish-ish. So I'm sure that's a message for somebody. Anyway, that's all I have to say today. It's a quick one. Oh, yes, the story. They do want me to tell you the story. Give me 1 minute here. I shouldn't do that, but I did. The story. So a few days ago, I came out and talked about. I got like 18 plus. I got noted on YouTube because I talk very sexually about stuff that happens. That Ben was gonna go meet this blonde for a cocaine deal. Well, here's what happened. This is so hilarious, and I do believe this person is getting in trouble for this. I really don't understand the reason for it, okay? I just got online to try to pay one of my credit cards that I put most of my divorce on. And that account has been hacked. My identity's been stolen. And I went in last month. I was able to get on and pay online. And once again, I cannot. Like, if I go and get online to put my information in, it won't go in. I changed phone numbers yet again because the FBI told me I should. And so Elon Musk is still operating my email addresses in my phones, okay? So I had to call up and wait a very long time because I won't have them call me back because of Elon Musk. So I waited, and the lady helped me, and she got my new phone number in, and I wasn't still able to get online because Elon Musk is into my computer and is doing fucked up shit to me. So I made my payment online through the phone. The lady was very kind. And I have to wait time to see if I can get online and get my shit. Okay? And so Elon Musk is still fucking with me. So he fucks with me on a hardcore physical level, which I do believe I heard back in Kansas. I paid for the alarm system to put in our home in Kansas because I knew people were coming in. And then he paid for people to hack and get into my house so the criminals in that neighborhood could continue gaslighting me. So I heard today that somebody else had cameras on our house and garnered film footage of people coming in my house who shouldn't have been in my house. And then they had the codes to the alarm system and then erased any visuals. So that's happening today behind the scenes, okay? But this is the part that slays me. So Elon Musk, this is my third phone. He's into my new phone because I can't get information. And he'll turn on, it's an Apple phone, so he'll turn on voice recording on my texts and then send my voice out to places. So if you get a recording of me, that's Elon Musk fucking with me through technology, okay? Now, the other way he fucks with me, and he does this to a number of you people, I'm understanding. And this is the amazing part. I can't believe Trent Reznor has very famous people in the zoo. I'm stunned by that. How insulting to you guys. Anyway, I hate this. If you want to know the truth. And then I get Elon Musk. Basically, if I haven't invited you into my sacral energy space or my root chakra, you're raping me in 5D. And that's what Elon Musk and now Michael Stipe has started to do. Trent Reznor's been a big fan of that for a very long time before I was awakened and I knew. So not only does he put his penile part in there, but then he does, I don't know how they do this, he pretends to be Ben to me, okay? So I thought it was Ben who went on this, and he's trying to say to me that Ben's out there doing every woman he could ever get his hands on. And I don't see, I don't know what Ben is, but he comes up as a hermit all the time, and I don't think that's his personality. Anyway, it takes me a few days to find out, oh, that wasn't Ben. So I'm thinking I'm talking to Ben. This was last night. Why the hell would you go to Colorado and get and this is the funny thing. Elon does things as Ben and then gets himself in fucking trouble. Because I bet he got busted for cocaine then in Colorado with some trick he never even met before. And I was saying, I don't know if this is a real thing or not. I thought I was talking to Ben. Why would you do that? It's something called a New Jersey mind bender. What the fuck is a New Jersey mind bender? So I asked questions, and evidently it's some kind of hallucinogenic cocktail of sorts. Not drinking cocktail, but a hallucinogen. So it made me wonder, why is the government giving foreign people from North Africa money to do secret weapons work in America, utilizing American money, taxes, and allowing them to put famous people and regular people in a CCTV camera zoo and our homes And everything we do, if we want to scratch our nipples, I mean, then you watch it and people think, ah ha ha ha. I mean, that's pathetic, people. That's really pathetic. But then again, if you're off in New Jersey doing hallucinogens on the government's dime, I can see how maybe, you're sick enough to think that's funny. Now, my deal, I want to talk about this a little bit to my collective. Um, you don't need hallucinogens to get to this level, with the third eye thing, but these people think they need that stuff and it empowers them. And in a way, being, empowered, because I could tell you, I've been, I've smoked and had a few drinks and fight the collectives out there, the negative collectives, and being a little bit way out there kind of helps the fight. um, it helps it roll off and it makes some of us even more powerful. But you don't need to go that far and beyond to where you go off to another state, do a drug deal, and get busted because you're with people you don't ever fucking. He didn't even know these people, is what I'm garnering from the information. But when you do hallucinogens to try and elevate yourself consciously, if you've ever listened to Graham Hancock talk about his ayahuasca experience, you should, because he eloquently and very well describes what that experience is like. And then he ended up writing a fiction story about what he saw. It can be very opening and awakening. However, when I hear about the throwing up part, I'm not interested in stuff like that. I think that's a little too hardcore for me. But here's the deal. When they talk about those ayahuasca experiences, they have a shaman there to help you. If you get overwhelmed by demons or demons are coming out and things come out of you that sometimes need spiritual supervision. So when you do any kind of mind altering stuff, don't do it recreationally. Do it profoundly spiritually and have somebody with you who is going to stay grounded for your own personal safety and sake. You should always be in a safe space with people you feel very comfortable with. Okay? That's how you really elevate. Going off and meeting strangers for drug deals is really not is what I call questionable activity. Even at the age of 18, I wouldn't have done that. Now, when I talk about psychoactive things, we're talking mushrooms, heavy dose mushrooms, peyote, LSD, DMT, and New Jersey cocktails, whatever the fuck that was, okay? Just be mindful of what you're taking, and if it's for a hallucinatory experience, don't drive cars, don't go to work, don't fly, don't go anywhere. Plan on being somewhere beautiful and safe. Okay? That's grandma here telling you how to do it correctly. Otherwise you end up in jail. They'll call Elon Musk can handle going to jail because he pays everybody off to get off and back out in the street for a few hours. But us regular people can't afford that kind of stuff. So be mindful, okay? So anyway, he pretended to be Ben yet again, just to kind of prove to me that I'm not psychic and I don't know what I'm talking about, and then he ends up paying a heftier price. I gotta say, when I think about how many people you've paid to follow me, enter my home, put cameras in, you pay them upstairs on a daily basis. They got the BLE radar up there because I hear them follow me around, and then they drop things wherever they think I am, right over my head. I guess that's some form of witchcraft and warlockery. And it's just like, It never ends. But I heard that there was a victory in court today for some good guys. I just hope that kind of filters down to me. And I would really like it. People are up in arms about Donald Trump and Iran. I haven't pulled cards on that issue yet, but I'm going to ask about it. And then my daughter went on and on today about how Donald Trump's taking women's rights away. I'm going to have to look into that as well. What Spirit says he's not. Not all I could say to my daughter was, "Hey, man, the spirits wanted him as president. The why of it and the how of it, I'm not. I don't know. I'm just a regular person trying to survive Elon Musk's what do you call what he's doing? His harassment of me, trying to keep me down. Elon Musk is trying to keep me from, I guess he was paid. He was paid by me to enslave me, by my sister pretending to be me, Catherine Winnick pretending to be me, Sophie Hunter, Liz Olson, and you've all been in the courts and heard them say that they're Lisa and they're divine, you need to fuck them, and they pull their tits out and tell them how precious their vaginas are. I mean, it's disgusting. And I've seen this stuff. I get to see it. And I've seen Elon Musk do some stupid, heinous things, and he's not nice to women. And he can go ahead and sue me if he wants. I can't wait. Anyway, and he can't because he's stolen. He's for HIPAA violations. He's stolen my blood. And he's done horrible things to my body, I'm told, and I'm going to find this out. And I sure hope I make friends with Ben before I find all that stuff out. Anyway, that's all I got to say. I'm rambling. But I can't believe and to some of you, I haven't named all the famous people that keep coming up. Spirit tells me they're in the zoo too. This one's in the zoo. That one's in the zoo. And some of you give a shit about me, so thank you. Thank you so much. I can't wait to meet some of you. Know this to be true. Anyway, thank you for all my hidden helpers. The fight is starting to diminish. They still heft on us pretty hardcore. They're still doing the dust cameras hardcore. Make sure you always ask your spirit team and be real specific with the angels what you need them to do for you. They're there for all of us, okay? But the more specific you are, then the more you'll notice things change faster and easier, okay? And remember, angels are warriors before they're anything else. Do not hesitate to ask them to do harm to your enemies. I know that's not love and light, but I'm sorry. Some of us do not deserve what we're going through. Okay? And that's what this fight is about, is to turn the balance a little bit. Anyway, remember, I think a lot of you are friggin' amazing. And is there anything else? No, they don't have anything else. They said I covered it. Anyway, a lot of you are amazing, and I love just about all of you. Bye now.